viewers, it's Cynthia Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you a new podcast from my segment called the Boruto Review. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to breathe too hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. So anyway, if you're under 18. So basically, if you're over 18, that means you're good to watch this podcast. So anyway, with that and everything else out the way, let's get into the latest episode of Boruto. So basically, the episode starts off from that last left off in the previous episode. Boruto and Kohan was sitting there went to go visit Miss Lehman in her village in her house, and they were not working with open arms by Miss Lehman. Sorry, I'm pronouncing her name wrong. So anyway, Miss Lehman was acting all cold towards Boruto and Koharu. So basically, Miss Lehman told Koharu that take Boruto and never come back here. So basically, she's acting all cold, and that's when her fiance showed up, hey, what the hell you least doing here? So basically, Koharu would say that I'm just wanted to turn this handkerchief to Miss Lehman here. So basically, again, so basically, don't be put up with my girl, I know you least me like that, blah, blah, blah. So basically, Miss Lehman's fiance, I know his name, but, I don't want to bust his fucking name. So basically, I do know the guys, I know Miss Lehman's fiance's name, but I just don't want to, mispronounce her name. I'm already mispronouncing Miss Lehman's thing as it is. So anyway, Miss Lehman's fiance took the handkerchief, snatched the handkerchief out of Koharu's hand and told him that step off. Me and Miss Lehman were about to be married, so basically I don't want you to push off my girl. So. And basically, Miss Lehman's fiance telling Boruto and Koharu to fuck off. So basically, and Boruto was like, oh, you gonna let him talk to you like this and like this, Koharu? And Koharu was like, our business here is done. So basically, and they start to leave. Boruto was telling Koharu Sensei, I think the only reason why she's acting all cold and shady towards us because of her fiance. Something's wrong here. Something very wrong here. So basically, Koharu was like, well, maybe, but we don't know. So basically, we don't know what the hell is going on. So basically, unless we get some information about the situation, we had no other choice but to leave. So anyway, so basically after when Boruto and Koharu were leaving the village, they bumped into this girl who was lost. So basically the girl was like, are you from the Dicey village? Yeah. So basically, yeah, are you lost? Yeah. And she said, yes, I am. So basically, so the girl said, I can't remember where my village was. I can't remember where the Dicey village is. So basically, Boruto and Koharu thought that was kind of strange. So basically, they offered to take the girl back to the village back to the Dicey village. Meanwhile, Miss Lehman's fiance decided to put lock Lehman away in some type of fortress behind the house, by her house and shit like that. So basically, Miss Lehman is like, what the hell, why you put me in this in this fucking mini fortress back here, back in the house. So basically, just to make sure that you're okay until the seven, once you get married, just making sure that you're safe once the ritual is done and whatnot, blah blah blah. So basically, with no objection, so basically, Miss Leland went along with her fiance, and let her, So basically, Miss Leland let her, So basically, Miss Leland's fiance let her lock her away and shit like that. So basically, Miss Levy's fiance, basically did Miss Levy did with her with his son. I don't know, tongue tied today. So anyway, so basically Miss Levy's fiance, so with no question, Miss Levy just let her fiance lock her in a mini lock her away behind this mini fortress behind the house and whatnot. So anyway, when Boruto brought the kid back to her village, a lot of people was glad that that the kid. That Boruto and Kohan were born to go back to the village, but they also noticed that a lot of people were starting to looking all forgetful and shit like that. So anyway, so basically Boruto once again it's like we should ask Miss Lehman what the hell is going on here. So basically they went to Miss Lehman's house and they saw there was a lot of security. So basically they managed to get past the security and went to the mini fortress this mini fortress behind the house and talked to Miss Lehman. So Miss Lehman explained 400 years ago there was this powerful demon named Shaman. So basically there's this demon named Shaman. If I'm pronouncing this demon's name wrong, so please forgive me. So basically, this demon has the ability to feed off people's memories. So basically, a powerful tri-maiden fought the powerful fought the demon, but couldn't destroy the demon. Instead, she managed to let the demon possess her and managed to ship the demon away in the stone. But doing so often and managed to cut the demon's horns. By cutting off the demon's horns, then made the horns a curse mark. So basically, Miss Levin has one curse mark on her hand, and her fiance has another curse mark on his man. So basically, every 100 years ago, they have to reseal the demon away inside the rock. So basically, every time the demon's horn comes out of the rock, they have to use this. They have to cut off the horns, reseal the demon away back in the stone, and and the seal is reset. So basically, every 100 years, that the demon's horns come to the rock. That the demon is sealed in, and so basically, Miss Lehman and her fiance are descendants from the Tri-Maiden that sealed the demon away in the rock. Have to cut off the demon's horns and reseal the demon back into the rock. So basically, that's simple. So basically, that's the reason I'm getting married to her. So basically, Barker is like there are many types have to sealing technique. So basically, we didn't have to get married to him. So basically, Boruto say that doesn't make any sense. All you doing is just to send the demon away. It doesn't mean you don't have to get married to that asshole, your asshole fiance. So basically, like, he wasn't always like that when he was kids. So basically, something must have changed. So basically, after getting more details about Miss Lehman's situation, Koharu, Koharu and Boruto, we'll try to help you figure a way to get your, to help you out. So anyway, so next morning, the lady who works for Miss Lehman asked that Miss Lehman's fiance has been acting strange. So basically, ever since, so basically, Mr. Lehman, Mr. Me says that, or suddenly her fiance's, personality, or something changed. So basically, Mr. Lehman's servant, lady servant, is ever since, ever since they were kids, he was always nice to Miss Lehman and whatnot. So, they was always best friends. But now, all of a sudden, his personality had changed. So basically, so basically, something must be wrong with him. So basically, he's always disappearing and shit like that. So basically, so Miss Lehman's lady servant asked Kobayashi and Boruto to see what the fuck is going on with Miss Lehman's fiance. So basically, Koharu and Boruto decided to take the job, and see what's up with Miss Lehman's fiance for Miss Lehman's, for Miss Lehman's lady servant. So anyway, so far there was nothing seemed to be wrong with him, so basically, Boruto, Boruto kept the eye on Miss Lehman's fiance. So far, there's nothing weird going on with him. So anyway, but Miss Lehman's fiance, figured that Boruto and Koharu was watching. So basically, Ford figured that he was being watched by Boruto and Koharu. So basically, he went to the lady servant that told Boruto and Koharu to watch him, and he did some type of jutsu and made her forget that she told Boruto and Koharu to watch Miss Lehman's fiance, and also she forgot to meet up with Boruto and Koharu to report on him. So anyway, while they was waiting for the old lady that works for Miss Lehman, Koharu figured that something must be wrong, and this is how the episode ended. But with the lady not showing up, and Koharu thinking that something must be wrong, something must have happened to the lady, or something must have happened to the old lady that worked for Miss Lehman, and this is how the episode ended. So anyway, this episode was, it's kind of better, but this episode was pretty good. It was okay. This was a pretty okay episode. So anyway, like always, what do you guys think about this episode? Was it good? Was it bad? Was it just okay? Please let me know with the comments below this podcast. So anyway, like always, the Sincere Michael from Screw Review, sign off one. So anyway, bye. Sign off one.